First and foremost, you need to be comfortable with tools and being on or under a vehicle. If you are not, you need to stop and go to a mechanic. There is no reason to try and save a couple of bucks when a mechanic has the tools, experience, and equipment needed to perform all the repairs to your vehicle safely.
This happens to be a 2002 Nissan Frontier SE crew cab, two-wheel drive. Just for anyone interested. But I'm a frugal guy. I like to save money where I can. By no means am I trying to say I'm an expert mechanic, because I'm not. At best, I work on it on the weekend when I get my brave shorts on. So that being said, a lot of stuff is not too terribly difficult to do. You get yourself a shop manual, which are more expensive than the Haynes or the Chiltons. When I was young, I used Chiltons a lot. Now I have shop manuals. You can get them online, fairly reasonable. Some of them are even in PDF. The legality there, I'm not sure how you want to look into that, but again, I just want to show you there's a lot of things that you can do that a lot of people take their cars to mechanics to do, and I just think that money may be better spent. Not saying anything bad about mechanics, they got to eat like everyone else, but I say if there's easy stuff that you can do, low-hanging fruit, so to speak, do it. I mean, you'll learn something, and you'll save yourself some money as well. So I got a spider web here. I'll show you everything I'm going to do and the parts I'm going to be using. So I'm going to do plug wires and plugs, oil, engine oil, transmission oil, differential oil, fuel filter, oil filter, cabin gasket, or I'm sorry, cabin filter, air filter, transmission filter, brakes, and I believe that's all for this video that I'm going to be doing. The tools that I'm going to be using are gasket maker, because I do have bolts that were self-sealing gaskets. I'm just going to use this to recreate the gasket so I do not have to rebuy the bolts. Hopefully there'll be no weeping, we'll find out. You're going to need a drain, something to drain all your oils in, some shop towels to clean up, gloves of course, creeper. You don't necessarily have to have that, but it's better than trying to crawl around your back if you got it. Not necessary though. I went many years without having it. A friendly, helpful lagomorph. Jack. Again, this jack's not needed. Don't have to have them. Great if you do. I use the jack inside the truck for all the way up until this year, or end of 2016 anyway. Gonna need some brake cleaner to help clean up some of your undercarriage that's got a lot of corrosion and gunk on it. Electric drill, again, you could just use a regular screwdriver. This just makes it easier. 1/2-inch breaker bar, 1/2-inch beam style torque wrench. I would love to replace this with one of these click, but money just isn't there for that right now. This is a 3/8 click torque wrench, and it's an assorted set of wrenches and sockets, womble extensions, and those are for some hard to reach places. I'll show you in a minute, at least on my truck. And then this is for spreading out your caliper, because as your brakes wear down, the squeezes closer and closer and closer together, then you cannot put them back in there. So you need that, along with whoops, that was louder than I thought. I use this metal plate to kind of help distribute the force. I did. She went back in. Reason for these wombles is on this VG33E engine. Number 6 is way back there between the engine and the firewall. I've never changed it before. I've always taken it to the shop to have it done, but I figure now's the time for me to learn. Not pictured in any of this is
starter. The starter went out the other day while I was ordering parts for all this. I said, ah, crap. But, you know, I'm going to be dirty. Might as well do everything. I did notice this while I was doing some of the other pre-check maintenance stuff. At some point in time, this just, I guess, broke off. And right there's some of the bits from the latch here that were on there. It's just brittle, so wind probably got in there, but at least I found it. So I'm gonna get another one of these ordered. This is the cap for the reservoir, windshield washer reservoir. So without any further ado, oh, hat. If you're like me, you kind of have long hair, you got it tied up, but when you're on the ground, it's gonna get all cut up and everything. So hat for your head if you need it. That's kind of silly, wasn't it?